Hey everybody, Escape211 here, and I'm just playing back some footage I did for the Deathmatch Mania event. This is a new one that's been coming into play, and a lot of people have been looking at this and saying, great to get acoins, and then complaining that we're not getting them from Battlethon. But honestly, if you're going to get them from one or the other, I don't think it really matters. Nice to see that they're kind of switching things up, but we're still getting the same amount of acoins. But part of the reason I did this is because as I was playing this and fighting some of the AI, I had already done the update that came in the store. And then I happened to see on this guy right here, boom, there's a new icon for a new pilot here. This one was leaked for some people, but I wanted to get killed by it so that I could see a little bit more detail about it. So I was waiting for him to kill me, and then this guy froze me. I thought he was going to kill me. I was like, dang it. But he ran out of ammo, thankfully, and the other guy got a shot in on me so that we could see this pilot, and it looks like his name is Helmut or Helmut. RPG. I don't know why it's called RPG, but it looks like he's a legendary missile pilot. So using for RPGs or missile racks, that mech was using missile racks, so it should work for both of them, which is interesting. And it coincides with the update notes. And if you guys saw the update notes, I'll bring them up here. So ultimately, they're doing all these different things, playoff events, which is where you can get different kind of stuff that seems kind of cool, kind of like tourney, but way to get other stuff. Pilot events that are going to let us get more pilot stuff. All that is good, but the big thing here that they mentioned is the idea that we're going to be featuring the Voltaic RPG 14. Now, when I heard this, I thought, like, that sounds really interesting, but maybe it's a typo because the 14... to me, just isn't a good idea, all right? I don't understand why they're doing that, and I actually asked the developers about it. Actually, all the partners did, and it seems like, yeah, the 14 is what they're doing. It's not like a typo for the 12. I don't quite get this. I mean, it's interesting that they're playing around with maybe different ideas, but I don't quite get it. I feel like the ideal numbers are 8 for your 16 light mechs, 12 for your medium mechs, and then 16 for your heavy mechs, right? In terms of just dual wielding stuff. I don't see a whole lot of use in this, except for just like stepping stones, because if you think about other things that we've had as stepping stones, you have a lot of 10s, right? You have the longarm 10s, rocket mortar 10s. The only one that really sticks around for people would be the arc 10s, but now that we have the 12s, once those are available to everybody, people are not even going to care about the 10s. So I don't quite get the point of having 14 energy weapons. I don't think people are going to be taking out disc launcher 16s or railgun 16s to be able to use Voltaic RPG 14s, especially when those have not performed well in the 8 category. So I don't quite get that. But, I mean, they could be trying something new. Maybe they're going to introduce an implant that will give us more energy. So, like a natural 24 energy max could get 4 more energy to run dual Voltaic RPG 14s. Or they could be releasing a Voltaic RPG 20 that allow you to run like that, plus maybe a missile rack 12, like on a 32 energy mech. Who knows what they're actually planning to do? If this is like the top end or if this is middle. But on initial sight, it seems odd just because of how people spend, how people do stuff. This doesn't seem like something that people are going to spend money on, and that ultimately is what they usually want with these new weapons, right? So I don't know what their ultimate goal is. We'll have to wait and see. I will say I'm excited just to see this pilot. It means that we'll actually get a legendary we can use. Most of the other legendaries have been like placeholders. Not a lot of people run assault major stuff with a ton aside from carbine 12s or the beam weapons. So seeing one that we'll use with like missile rack 12s is nice. Hopefully we actually get it. It's not going to be like Archangel where the AI has it forever and we don't get to use it. But we'll have to wait and see. It really depends on what they do. But overall, guys, that's my initial thoughts. It's really hard to tell with the update yet. I just thought this was a nice little Easter egg to find in-game. I don't know if you guys saw it. But let me know what you think about the idea of this new legendary pilot, and more so what you think of Voltaic RPGs at 14s. What do you think they're trying to do with that? Feel free to comment below, and we'll see you out there on the battlefield.